Right, one example to explain how an eco-tourist resort promotes sustainable development is Santa Lucia. So this is a 6 marker. I need to use a case study, and I need to get some probably 3 developed points in there. So I'm going to start off. One example of an eco-tourist resort is Santa Lucia in Ecuador. So one example of an ecotourist resort is Santa Lucia, Ecuador. Right, so now I'm going to start on my point. So I'm going to start it as firstly. So firstly, one way in which the resort promotes sustainable development is, and what's my first point going to be? I'm going to talk about here by using locals as guides. So firstly, one way in which the resort promotes sustainable development is by using the locals as guides. So I now need to say why this is sustainable. So I'm going to say this is sustainable because it keeps money in the local area. We can call this, or this reduces what's called economic leakage. Keeps money in the local area. This reduces what we call economic leakage. Right, so that's an excellent first point. I'm going to go on to my second one here now. So secondly, the lodges are built out of local fallen timber. So these are trees that have already fallen down. Again, as the question's about sustainability, this promotes sustainable development because building materials don't need to be shipped in and trees don't need to be destroyed. This promotes sustainable development because building materials don't have to be shipped in. Right, I'm going to go on to my last point now. Lastly, so we've got one. In fact, I'm probably going to develop that one actually. This also means, I'm going to go back to that. This also means habitats won't be destroyed by trees being cut down. This also means habitats won't be destroyed by trees being cut down. Right, so I've got my 2 points. Going to go on to one more here. So I've only spent 3 minutes on this so far, so I've got time to get something else in here. Lastly, they grow a lot of their own food. We can make a bit of a link here to the globalization topic. This is sustainable because it reduces what we call food miles. This therefore means it's good for the environment. Therefore means it's good for the environment. So that was 4 minutes, and I think pretty confident that will get me 6 marks.